Hi there, this is Kurt with Two Bear Arms, also known as CC Top, and this is...
And I'm Deuce Stevens.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Two Bear Arms Broadcast. We're excited to be back on the air. We have had a pretty epic past couple of weeks trying to get a bunch of stuff done, and we stole a little time to kind of decompress a little bit, and we're going to start off the segment today talking a little bit about what we just got back from over the holiday weekend. We made a really neat trip out to Iowa for the Iowa SASS State Championship, and why don't you tell them a little bit about it, Deuce?
Yeah, well, this was their 19th annual at the Fort Des Moines Rangers. And Des Moines, Iowa, obviously. It's put on by JB Kidd, Little Hermana, Cactus Clark, and what's that other guy's name? He's an attorney. What is his name? JW. Yeah, John Wesley Harden.
Yeah.
JW.
Yeah.
No, we didn't forget your name, JW. But we just wanted to act like we did. But a great group of people. They're friends of Paradise Pass here. They're over here a lot.
Absolutely.
JB makes the... as we now know, 7-hour trip over here on a regular basis. And again, the SASS State Championship. So it's, SASS State Championships are kind of the state celebration of the shooting sport, so to speak. It's a time for competitors in the state to come together and kind of, show everybody what they can do.
Absolutely.
And this year was absolutely no exception. JB produces the match along with his match staff there. And what an exceptional event! I think they ended up with about 92 shooters.
Yep.
And from top to bottom. Mind if I speak on the match a little bit?
Oh, go right ahead. Absolutely.
JB was able to do something last weekend that everybody likes to talk about and likes to try to do, but is actually difficult to do. He actually put together an extremely well-rounded match with a lot of variety in stages.
Yeah.
You had some targets that would kind of make you think twice.
Yeah.
Some targets you could actually absolutely burn on.
Yep.
Good mix of movement and shotgun, and they have excellent props there. We had some newer props that we hadn't navigated before, which was fun.
Yep.
And they just top to bottom a great event.
Talking about the props and such, and some of the stage layouts, and you and I were talking about the number of matches and stuff that we've been involved with over the years. We'll talk about that on another segment, but it was really awesome to go there and see some things that we've really never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And there was just little hidden elements here and there, staging concepts, some target sequences that we're going to steal some of it for here. At some point.
Plagiarization.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the highest form of flattery.
Absolutely. So, I think it was an excellent match. And I made a comment there on Facebook about I really watch how stages are written, and these were written brilliantly.
Yes.
A lot of choice for the shooter. There were, when you and I ran the timer quite a bit, so we got to see different ways people were shooting things, and there was enough choice left to the shooters that not every shooter shot it the same way.
Right.
And, sometimes you see choice, but there's really only one way that everybody can shoot it.
Right.
In this case, it wasn't that way.
As a left-handed shooter, I know you appreciate the stages with the choice.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because we need to accommodate 2% of the shooters all the time.
It's 10% of the world's left-handed Deuce.
Okay, well, the world maybe, but not the shooting world. So I just wanted to point that out. But
all left-handers, please send an email to Deuce to let him know that you're left-handed, so we can
sure.
I think we'll do a Facebook question on who's left-handed. So.
Yeah, maybe Facebook page.
Yeah, there you go.
While we're talking about it, CC finished first place in his category. He won the duelist category.
Thank you.
Which was awesome. Fun to watch. And it was just a great weekend. They had their classic Cowboy showdown, which is kind of something they kind of do in a traveling group, more or less. They had a lot of out-of-staters, quite a few guys from Oklahoma, Texas, the Dakotas. I think they had 18 classic Cowboys.
Yeah, that was amazing to see, and how they had it organized to where they all come together just to have basically a shootout. And I hear they're doing it somewhere else later this year, and we may be trying to get a hold of them to see if they want to do it here next year or something.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Paradise. Yeah.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, classic Cowboy is it's known as a costume category, but they have to dress chaps are a requirement, and you have to have a total of 5 items, and it's 40 caliber plus on the firearms, and you got to shoot a hammered shotgun or an 87 shotgun, and they shoot duelist. So they really a lot of those guys really embrace that category, and they wear spurs, and it's kind of a fun, good looking category too, because that was fun to see all those guys around enjoying that camaraderie, and congratulate the overall match winner while we're at it, Missouri Lefty, young gunfighter, obviously out of Missouri. I think Lefty's 21 years old. He's been in the game a long time. I think I first met Lefty. He was probably about 8 years old.
Right.
And he put together a great match. Ended up with the overall. So congratulations to him on that. He'll be coming for EOT.
So look forward to seeing him when they get here.
It was nice to see the Missouri crew again. And talk to those boys. And it was just a great weekend. We used your RV.
Yes.
Which was awesome. We had a good time.
That worked out great. That was first boondocking trip, if you will, dry camping. And it worked out wonderful.
We didn't kill each other.
That's true.
After all these years, that's actually the first time we've ever camped and rode together on a trip like that. So there was a couple awkward moments. But you're gonna have that.
It's a good thing I have the patience I do. I'm so calm in demeanor that kept everything under control for us.
Absolutely.
So there you
go. So we haven't gotten any of the camera tickets yet for the.
Right. Well, we had Dusty Deputy following us with his camper, so I'm hoping they got all his traffic tickets.
We did. We did caravan out there with Dusty and his fifth wheel. That was fun too.
That was a good time. The camping was great. We had good campfires around in the evening and good meals and
totally dry camp.
And that's one thing, and we'll talk about that in an upcoming segment with something new that we're going to announce here in a little bit. But the shooting is great, and especially for people that are thinking about getting into SASS and Cowboy action shooting. The shooting is an excellent fun part, and one of the reasons that you're there. But I'll tell you right now, one of the most enjoyable parts is the people and the people after hours, sitting around the campfires talking. We had just the best time and a lot of laughs, just a ton of laughs in the evenings, and that was really, really great. And the view from there in Iowa was pretty neat too, with the hot air balloons up and in the area there they were having some sort of festival or race or something. And that was pretty neat.
So. And you adopted a dog.
I adopted a dog. They had a dog in a pen.
Old Red.
He was really, really a cool dog.
We apologized if that dog was constipated.
Several of us fed him quite a bit. He looked a little skinny,
I hope he's not lactose intolerant.
He took a lot of cheese intake over those, and cheeseburgers and cheese dogs, and I didn't feed him any queso dip though. I know that was somebody's mind had somebody around the campfire mentioned queso.
I did not give him queso.
No, I thought that might be a bad situation. So my better judgment went on that one. So. Because I have a lot of that, right?
Absolutely. If anybody's looking to kind of get out of their norm, pretty much every Labor Day weekend they host the Iowa State Championship there.
That'd be Memorial Day.
I'm sorry, Memorial Day weekend.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
I'm time traveling.
Sorry, JB, you're gonna have to move your shoot because Deuce said so.
Okay. I'm sorry. Every Memorial Day weekend, every year they have the Iowa State Championship, and they do a fantastic job. It's I kind of like to call it the Big Little Match.
There you go.
Because it's a very intimate setting, and they do such a nice job. So check them out.
And a couple things, I want to mention about, the holiday weekend there, Memorial Day weekend. There's so many great shoots going on, I wish there were more holidays. Maybe by the time Biden and them are done, we'll have like 75 holidays to pick from. So then we all get holiday weekends to have shoots. But, not to leave out Ohio State, which we've been to several times and had great times there. And I hear they had a very successful match, 130 some shooters over the weekend, and everybody, had a lot of compliments for them. So congrats to Mean Gun and Boaz on that. And then I think the Pennsylvania State shoots also that weekend. So Midwestern wise, there's 3 great shoots to pick from. Folks, try to get around to all 3 of them, over the next few years, is my suggestion. And, like I say, we did the Ohio trip many, many times, and now we're on the Iowa kick for the foreseeable future. And then we'd love to get to Pennsylvania at some point. I hear it's a great shoot too.
Yep, Black Hills Barb and her crew.
Is that
match down there. Yeah.
Excellent.
And, they've been doing that for years down there, and everybody says that's a great event as well.
Okay, so
yeah, just wish there was more, more weekends like that available. So,
absolutely.
But, absolutely. Guys, the sport thrives on participation.
Yep.
So, cannot stress that enough. So.
All right, you ready to move on?
Sure.
Okay, so next subject we'll go into here real quick. Gonna go ahead and announce something new that we're gonna start later this week, and we'll be posting it on our Facebook pages once we actually upload it. But we're gonna start a new series. We'll still have this series where it's general information and kind of structured on what we're talking about throughout the day. But our new series is going to be Two Bear Arms Unloaded. And the Unloaded is basically just Deuce and I talking about any subject that we want to. We're not going to have it pre-scripted. We're going to come in, we're not going to have topics decided. We're just going to come in and talk off the cuff and just let it kind of lead the direction, and kind of like a fireside chat type thing.
Yeah.
So we'll be starting that later this week, and we're pretty excited about that. It's going to be, pretty interesting to see where things go.
And the topics could be a huge wide range of anything.
Oh, absolutely. We could end up talking about cooking or, who knows? So probably not.
The cars we drive or anything, anything like that. Yeah.
Yep. So it'll be roughly a half-hour segment, I think. There again, we're not structuring a time schedule for it. It's going to be what it's going to be.
It's kind of a wrap session.
Yep. Absolutely. So watch for those to be posted up here pretty soon. We'll have those both on YouTube and then your favorite podcasting media, whether it's Spotify or Apple or whatever one you're using. And going on from there, let's mention our sponsors for this. They're again WR Hall Insurance Company is our local sponsor out of Warsaw. Mike and them over there are great people for all your insurance needs for your business, your home, your car, liability. They do our workers' comp insurance here for us. And they're just really good guys. So feel free to give them a call. They're in Warsaw and WR Hall.
WR Hall. WR Hall. You covered.
We got you taken care of. So,
no, they have you covered.
Oh, there. Oh, I like that.
That was I was trying to come in on the commercial.
Nice tagline. I like that. Yeah. So, Mike, you're welcome to use that.
Just continue to dominate me.
Yeah. I'll tag out here in a second, dude. I'll get through the rest of the commercials here. So, We the People Munitions Company is the main sponsor of the Two Bear Arms channel, and for all your ammunition needs and for perfect practice and competition ammo, check out their website. And the EOT ammo stopped yesterday, correct?
Yes, the pre-orders for End of Trail ammo did cut off yesterday. We obviously have a lot of orders for EOT. We will also have match ammunition available for sale here at Two Bear Arms during the match.
Excellent, excellent. Yep. And I assume there might be 1 or 2 small ammo drops between now and then, possibly?
Possibly.
Okay.
So,
okay. Watch the website, folks. Watch the Facebook page for that. Also, check out Two Bear Arms when you're coming here for EOT, if you're coming in for that, or the Indiana State shoot, which is the week after EOT. I got a call yesterday from a very nice gentleman out in California that signed up for or got into EOT, I presume, off the wait list. I didn't ask directly, but I assume off the wait list, and he called with some questions about camping and such, and then he stated he was going to go ahead and sign up for the Indiana State. And if you are coming for EOT and you decide you want to stay for state, you can sign up all the way up until state starts. And if you're camping here, you can just stay in place if you want. You don't have to pack up your camper and move locations unless you want to. If you want, once everybody clears out, if you want to move closer or move to a shadier spot or whatever, that's no problem either. It's going to be pretty casual by the time the state shoot gets here because it's going to be like a balloon decompressed after everybody pulls out from EOT. So
it'll be a totally different event. new target set.
Absolutely.
Yeah, total reset of the range. And,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Different food vendors,
Mhm.
different, different banquet providers, different tent even for the banquet.
A
So,
couple of different vendors.
Yep.
So, yeah.
yep. So it'll be great. And we'll maybe, breeze through some of that on the unloaded segment too.
Sure.
We'll see where it leads us. But, all right, let's move a little bit into updates on the gun industry. Everybody wants to know what's going on. So from the manufacturer side, what are you seeing?
What we're seeing from the ammunition manufacturer
Sure.
side, we're talking. There are little breaks in the cloud on components here and there. Projectiles, powder and primers continue to be a challenge. As time goes on, we have seen some import primers come into the country and things like that. They get swallowed up very quickly. But it's still, there's not a lot of change in the component availability. And again, everybody that makes primers, they also make ammunition.
Yeah.
So, that's something to keep in mind.
Right.
On that side, ammo is starting, loaded ammunition is starting to break free a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've seen it on your side of the store, which you'll probably cover.
Yeah.
But we are seeing some little breaks in that, and I think it's a balancing act between selling components and producing ammunition right now.
Sure. I can say from the retail side and from our distributors on the Two Bear Arms side, we are seeing quite a few good signs, if you will. In yesterday, in fact, we were closed yesterday, but I was doing some stuff on the computer, and I thought, I'm just going to check and see the status with one of our distributors, what they have in stock, because lately it's been any firearms are just not in stock. You punch in you punch in find firearms in stock and nothing comes up. Well, I did it yesterday and there was over 200 stock numbers available. Some of them had quantities of 5, some of them had quantities of 100. So, but now the downside of that is there was no handguns, 0 handguns available in that list, but there was rifles and shotguns now actually available, over 200 different SKUs. Okay. So that was encouraging. Also had one of the distributors get us quite a bit of ammo earlier this week. It's on its way here. It should be here by Friday, but it's about a skid full of ammo, different calibers, case quantities, which we haven't seen in a while. Most of the time it's, half case of this, half right. case of that, and you either take it or you don't, which we've been taking it all. But so that part of it's encouraging. So my recommendation to folks is, guns are starting to, flow in pretty decent. We're sitting on more guns than we've ever had. We bought deep when we were still not sure if this was going to continue at the pace it was at, and so we bought deep. We have a lot of guns in stock, a lot of great choices.
Yeah. Top brands.
Top brands,
yep.
Absolutely. Now, do we have every little thing that we want right now? No, but I'm very, very pleased where we're setting at right now. Both guns and ammo for the most part. I would sure like a lot more ammo, but it'll come back. So hang in there, folks. We're hoping for our local customers, we're hoping to be able to bring back, we just brought back layaway. That's something that we had stopped basically for 13 months just because availability of guns just wasn't there to have things put in the back
right.
And held for 60 or 90 days. So we just brought layaway back, and we also hopefully in the next 3 or 4 weeks we're going to go back to doing some special orders, limited special orders, and that's something we always prided ourselves on before. So look forward to being able to do that again for folks.
Good.
So,
and we're working hard at getting some more Cowboy guns in inventory as well for the upcoming end of trail and state shoots. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, make sure you come in and check it out.
Yeah, the next 6 days are, next 6 to 8 days are very important on trying to get that, but we're trying to get some more Bond arms in here, and Ruger's, I've talked direct with my Ruger, and in fact, actually, I had a conversation with the marketing manager for Ruger through email, and they're trying to do a lot of things for us. We really appreciate the support from Ruger, not only for our shop, but also for SASS as a whole.
Absolutely.
They're instrumental in the Cowboy game, obviously. When you go onto the range and 99 out of 100 shooters are shooting rigger,
Right.
It's pretty much a captive audience. So,
Absolutely.
And we've got some Winchester 73s
in 357.
in 357. We have them in-house. We will be putting those out for EOT. And we also are trying to get a bunch more. I've got feelers out in a lot of places, so I'm sure I will get another batch or two before EOT. So we will have those available. And then we have some great used guns. We have some great used double barrels out there, and long range guns. We've got some long range guns out there. You were just looking at a couple of them yesterday. We were talking about them. So look forward to having everybody get here and being able to see a full house of inventory. And we will be working out some sort of shipping schedule to be able to ship guns and such if you're out of staters and have to have them shipped. We'll be getting a system together to be able to do that for anybody wanting to have guns shipped out. And we're really excited about it. So I guess we can move right into the EOT update because we're kind of leaning that way into it. So you want to give any updates from the side of the match itself and what's going on the range?
Obviously we the range improvement has been nonstop. We've had awesome PPR crew here almost every weekend doing something. They're building, they're painting, they're updating. I can tell you that the range is going to be absolutely on point. Both the grounds and the props. All of our new steel is cut, and I'll be assembling that this weekend. And doing some shotgun target upgrades and things like that this weekend and whatnot. But I'm very, very excited about our new steel. There's nothing better than getting some new steel on the range, and to add to the variety in the mix. And I'm excited about the match in general. I get a lot of questions. I got quite a few questions at Iowa and stuff. People want to know, what we're doing, and I promise you hope to make as many people happy as you can.
Sure.
And that's our goal.
Sure.
So we know you guys are showing up for a good time. And we want to absolutely add to that for you. So I'm very excited. I know you're excited about it. And Lassiter visited us a couple weekends here ago for the black powder match. Which black powder match, by the way, was that went off well.
Absolutely.
And but Lassiter came down and hadn't been over in a little while, and he left feeling very excited about the event. So I'm talking to him daily, and he and I are obviously co-match directors. And it's been a very positive experience. So.
Absolutely. And we've got, a few things that since the last time, a little update on some of the amenities that we have. We do have a ice machine going to be here. So we'll have bagged ice for sale. Of course, we'll have cold water on the range, all over the range, just like you would expect at EOT. We have the large coolers from New Mexico that'll be on every stage. But we'll have bagged ice for sale here that you can come up and purchase. And so Hometown Ice is bringing in a huge cooler and setting it out front of the gun shop, and we'll have that plugged in there, and people can come up and buy ice. There again, for those that, because I'm still getting emails about it, we'll have water available for when you get here if you're camping, so you can come in dry. We'll have a new location to be able to fill up. You'll be able to circle right around, so you won't have to back up or anything. You'll be able to just pull right up there, fill up with water, and then pull back into the campground. And that'll be available all week. So whenever you're coming in, there's a well here for you to fill up. We also have the septic company coming in to empty campers and then also refill campers. We have, you can bring fire rings with you. I know we talked about firewood and all that kind of stuff here a week or two ago, but we are going to ask that all fires are elevated off the ground unless they're in the permanent pits that we have here right up at the clubhouse and in the beer garden and such. But all other fires, we're going to ask them to be up off the ground. Now we do, Dusty Deputy has spent quite a bit of time. I think he's made us a dozen fire rings that are up off the grounds that have legs on them, and he'll be bringing those out. So those will be here for people to borrow. And I assume, in the main camping area there, people will want to have several of them scattered out along there, and that'll be available for them. Also, I had questions this week about tent camping. We have an actual special area just for the tent campers. So if you're tent camping, we'll direct you into that. And we've got a shaded spot there. I think there's 5 or 6 or maybe 7 tent campers right now scheduled for EOT. About everybody else is coming in RVs. So you'll have your own little area right there that's shaded and tucked into the trees just a little bit. It's a pretty nice area. I even took the steamroller to it.
Yeah.
If you've seen the pictures on the EOT Facebook page, one of our contractors loaned us his giant, I don't know how much it weighs, but it's it's a road quality steamroller. And we rolled the camping area last week, and if it rains again this week, we're going to roll it again to keep trying to smooth everything as nice as we can get it. And we rolled over the camping area really good.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
I noticed you have a new coffee cup there.
I do.
Did something happen while you were rolling?
Yeah, for those that didn't see it on Facebook, one of the casualties while running the steamroller, my son brought me out a cup of coffee. I begged him for coffee, so he brought me out a cup of coffee in my favorite cup that I've had for 5 years, and put it up there on the roller and turned around one time, and I thought I felt something brush my leg, but I didn't think anything about it. And when I turned back around and started to go again, I reached down to get my coffee cup, and it was gone. I looked back, and well, it won't hold liquid anymore.
No.
So
it will not buff out.
Yeah.
No.
So yes, I do have a new coffee cup, and it happened to work out. And I was very sad and cried for hours over that cup. But that day we had actually got our first shipment of a new company that we're carrying here in the store. And I guess I'll give them a little plug here, called Bison Cooler Company. They're made in America. The cups and such are all. They have several different sizes. We have them in stock. We had them engraved with Two Bear Arms on them, so every one of them out here have the Two Bear Arms logo on it. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that on the cup. And I added the Rigger sticker showing my support and love for Rigger. You're welcome, Rigger. We'll send you a bill for the advertising. And
they'll get right back to it.
I'm sure they will. And they have, Bison Cooler also has large coolers. We have their coolers out here. And you can, when you're here for EOT, if you need a cooler, stop on in and ask any of the staff in here. They can tell you all about it because they've been studying it diligently, I'm sure, and quiz them a little bit and let me know how they do. So, all right, enough with the commercial there. But what else for EOT? Anything else?
If you're on the wait list, keep an eye on it.
Yep.
And things progress and change all the time.
Hang in there. Yep.
Hang in there.
Yep.
And we get a lot of questions about that, and we're very excited.
Yep.
So happy everybody's coming, and I think most will be pleased. So,
Yes. Also, we added another food truck to the mix there. We had one have to back out for assorted reasons, but I was kind of excited to get Javis in here. They're a Mexican cuisine food truck, and they have a pretty extensive menu. It's pretty great, and that was something out of the normal of what we already had scheduled. So that actually worked out great.
Yep.
And so really excited to have them here. They'll be here all week long during EOT, along with all the other ones. We have quite a few great food trucks and snack trucks and that type of thing. Everything from breakfast to supper will be here available at the range. So you don't need to pack anything if you don't want to. If you don't feel like cooking, if you are camping here on the range, you can just walk up, and most of them are staying until it's probably 6, 7, 7:30, something like that in the evening. So
very excited about. I'm planning my nutritional schedule.
You're going to shoot the diet, aren't you?
I'm going to probably shoot my healthy lifestyle for a week.
There you go. You did that last weekend a little bit.
I did do that
we
last weekend.
We ate a lot of good food last
week. We ate a lot of good food, a lot of it. I found myself just kind of giving up. I ate a whole bag of licorice.
Oh, you did too. You were killing the licorice.
Yep, I killed licorice. A whole box of Good and Plenty's.
Yeah, I thought at one time I seen you with ribs in each hand too. But
no, that was not me. I think you're thinking of somebody else.
Oh, okay, JW. I think it was.
JW probably had the ribs.
Sauce clear back to his ears.
Yep.
So okay. Mm-hmm.
No, it's the trips like that are always a challenge if you try to kind of watch what you eat and stuff like that.
Right.
And I've kind of figured out that it's best just to kind of give it up.
Oh, sure,
couple
sure.
days.
Just
You'll make up for it later.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
It's kind of like when you miss while you're shooting, just shoot faster. You can make up for it.
Well, yeah, that's my theory all the time.
Yeah.
That's my theory all the time.
Yeah.
Works out well all the time for me.
You know.
Anyway, so only other couple things I'll mention for EOT, and this is kind of a personal request. Anybody listening that's coming to EOT, there's two things. If you have around your property there in your garage or in a barn somewhere or in a basement, if you have any old license plates, and they can be just a year or two old or antiques, whatever. License plates from other states. I'll even take them from Indiana. What I've done over the years is I started a license plate collection in the clubhouse, and I ran them around the top. We have a shelf that's about probably 16 inches from the ceiling that runs all the way around the room, and I'm trying to fill it with license plates in that spot, and we're screwing them right to the wall. And it's just kind of neat to see. We've got plates from all over the United States. I think we even have an Alaska up there right now, but we like having a lot of different license plates. I'm about halfway full around the clubhouse, so I need quite a few more. So if you've got license plates laying around, doesn't matter the condition. I've got a couple of them up there from the 30s that came out of my grandfather's barn, and they're pretty hard to make out a little bit, but you can still see that they're a license plate from that. So it's kind of neat. And the other thing that I'll ask for, if you are a law enforcement or you know law enforcement or have family in law enforcement, police patches. I was in law enforcement for many years, and near and dear to my heart, of course, is the thin blue line. Mm-hmm. And so we started a section here in the store of patch. We started a patch wall over here in our optics and long guns section, and I've got a lot of space up there yet to fill up. I've got a couple dozen patches up there right now, and we keep trying to add to it. So if you know any police officers or you are a police officer, see if you can get a hold of a few patches for me. And we'd love to be able to put those on the wall from all over the United States. So you can, if you're not coming to EOT and you have the opportunity to get us plates or patches, feel free to mail them to us at Two Bear Arms, and we'd really appreciate
that. I'd appreciate it. That'd be great because it puts you in a very good mood.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it always makes them happy when he gets license plates and patches.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, I was in a good mood for 3 days when Flatwater Bob showed up with or sent me some patches.
Yeah. How long?
What's that?
How long were you in a good mood?
I'd like to say for 2 or 3 days, maybe.
I must have not been here.
Oh, that might have been our days.
Must have missed that.
Come on now. You wake up every morning excited to come work with me.
I get up out of bed and clap my hands and say, let's do this again.
Thanks, man. The love is deep.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right. Well, we're looking forward to everybody coming in for EOT. We're about 12 days away from the advanced crew coming in, and equipment and tents and all that will be here in about 14 days. And then it's on top of us. I know we've got campers rolling in right thereafter, and of course the PPR crew and all them will be in here this weekend for the shoot, and then Sunday's a work day, and then the following weekend's work weekend, the whole weekend, and by then we're covered up with stuff.
And
so
we do have a monthly match on Saturday.
Yeah.
So any local people that have been wanting to check out Cowboy Action Sheet, it's a great time to come out. We start at 10 o'clock, bring eyes and ears.
Yep.
And you're welcome to come down, ask questions, and spectate. So
Yeah, spectators are welcome
always
anytime here for them, and it's free to watch. Like Deuce said, eyes and ears are required on the range, but it's free to come watch, and all ages. We have a lot of people show up with young kids. I know your kids are involved.
My son, my 10-year-old will be shooting this weekend, and along with my wife, and it's a family sport. And so come check it out. Absolutely, we anticipate having probably close to 100 shooters for the monthly. Month.
It's going to be pretty busy this weekend, which is going to be great.
Yeah,
we're excited.
Absolutely,
about it.
We love that.
Yep. All right. Well, we will move on to the next topic, and that's the old gun of the week.
Our old favorite.
Our old favorite. Yeah. So, tell us about it, Deuce. Tell us about it.
This is a very unique Colt Python. For those that are on the YouTube video, you can see that it's virtually full coverage engraving. This particular Python, again, it's in 357 mag, and it's a 1969. And it sports antique sandbar stag that has nice bark on both sides, and this particular gun, for SAS shooters that will remember him because he has passed. This is from the Dapper Dan estate.
Yes.
Something that we bought from Dan. We had the opportunity to visit Dan, and just a beautiful, beautiful gun that gets. This is in our collector's showcase, I guess we can call it. It sits in the middle of the shop, so you'll be able to come take a peek at it during EOT and the other events. But a very special gun with a very unique Viking engraving pattern on it. There's quite a few scenes, and there's obviously some scroll work, some Viking scroll work on it, but just a beautiful, beautiful piece, and a gun that gets asked about several times a week by customers.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, that's, we have a special cube of collector's guns here inside the shop, and people ask all the time, well, how much do you want for it? Because all of those guns have tags in there say make an offer. Well, basically they're priceless to us because of where they come from or what they are. I guess everything's for sale, but boy, it's gonna take a lot more than it's worth.
Yep.
Than what the value of it, I guess, would be. So.
And what is cool about this one is Dan did shoot it.
Yes.
So it's also a shooter.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. And it was really awesome to spend that time with Dan when we went out there.
It was.
He passed a few months after that.
Actually just a few weeks.
A few weeks after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to spend the whole day with him, and you and I both have history with him from way back.
Yeah. Dan was Nikon and Cowboy shooting in Illinois there at Shady Creek Shootist, and was very instrumental in the St. Jude's charity shoot for years and years, and just did a ton. And he is absolutely greatly missed.
Yes.
It's special for us to have a little piece of Dan with us.
Absolutely. So, that one's going to be in here for a very long time. Yep. So you're welcome to come see it. And, very neat piece. Yep. So, all right. I would like to thank everybody for their time today. You got anything else you want to cover on this?
No, we just, in sitting around the campfire this weekend, several people brought up, they're like, hey, when are you guys going to do a podcast together? People that we didn't really even realize were listening. So I know we do have quite a few loyal, regular listeners, and we really appreciate it. Tell your friends.
Yep.
And, because that lets us know that we're not just talking to ourselves here, which we do all the time.
Yeah, and that's the thing, folks. We want to keep doing this and keep doing this. We need to get more followers, more people subscribing, and then people sharing it out so we get more listeners. That makes it just better all the way around for us to be able to do this and have the time and the sponsors to do this over and over again. We really enjoy it. We appreciate all the support, and like Deuce said, it was kind of humbling and amazing to be around the campfire, and I think 60-70% of the campfire listened to us, and the other ones, by the time we were all done visiting, were finding us and following us because they didn't know we were doing it. So if you would pass a word, we'd appreciate it, and then get ready for our unloaded segment coming up, and we will probably be, if everything goes right, we'll do that on Friday and then post it Friday afternoon, so everybody will have that for the weekend. And so for those driving to the shoot on Saturday, they can listen to it on your favorite podcast. And we'll produce another one of these standard broadcasts next week, we hope.
Yep.
And then we'll be ready for EOT. So, all right. We thank everybody for watching, and we will talk to you soon. Keep your powder dry.